guys, ThePikaWu here, bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This one is yet again another 4th generation battle, and this is a standard battle as I am using my underused team and my opponent is using a standard team. And the reason why I'm doing more 4th generation battles is because my 5th generation battles aren't that great and aren't worthy enough to be posted. So yeah, this is one of my older underused teams, and I lead off with my Scarf Scyther. And because this is a standard match, I know most Uxies in the OU metagame are Scarf variants, so he is locked to the trick, and I'm predicting him to switch into a Pokemon that resists the bug move, which is Fire, Steel, or Flying Pokemon, and my Dugtrio counters all those types of Pokemon. And I stay in, go for the Stone Edge just to see what type this Zapdos is, because Zapdos is a very versatile Pokemon. And I found out that this Zapdos is a physically defensive one because my Stone Edge doesn't do too much, and I go for the Stealth Rocks, predicting his Roost, and right there I switched into my Blastoise, predicting the Fire move, and then go into my Venusaur to take the Electric move. Now I go for the Sleep Powder here just to get this thing asleep because I don't really have a good counter against the Zapdos, because the Zapdos can pretty much wall me. And I do miss the first Sleep Powder, which sucks, but I can live another Heat Wave and go for the Sleep Powder, but I miss again, which is really unfortunate because that's gonna cost me my Venusaur, which is really important, as you'll see later on. Anyways, I go into my Absol, and I know I can live any move because I do have the Focus Sash. And it's kind of weird that my opponent is using Thunder over Thunderbolt or Discharge, because of the 70% accuracy, and later on you'll see that my opponent does have a Tyranitar, which makes Thunder pretty unconventional because they'll have around 50% accuracy in the Sandstorm. And luckily for me, he misses his move, and I will be able to take down his Zapdos, which is really nice because that was a huge threat on my team. Now he goes into a Venusaur himself, and because he outspeeds my Absol, right off the bat I do know that this Venusaur will be a Swords Dance variant. And I do have a perfect counter to this Swords Dancing Venusaur, which is my Scarf Scyther, because most Venusaurs carry Leaf Blade and Earthquake. So I predict to switch, go for the U-turn, and he goes into a Tentacruel, which is part poison, which is really amazing for me because I can just revenge kill with this Dugtrio. And my Dugtrio is a Ground Plate Dugtrio, which boosts my Ground type moves by 20%. And he goes for the Protect here, and just to stall and get some leftovers recovery. And I go for the Earthquake here, and that's going to do a lot of damage. And unfortunately for me, I will not be able to kill the Tentacruel. And it leaves him down to really low HP, and that Protect Stall pretty much saved him, because without that Protect Stall, I'm pretty sure I would have killed that Tentacruel. And it's kind of weird that a stab super effective Earthquake from that Dugtrio doesn't kill this Tentacruel. So I'm thinking that this Tentacruel does have some defensive EVs, but I am able to take that down with the Scyther. And because he knows I'm locked into Aerial Ace, he goes into his Tyranitar to get a free Dragon Dance and to set up on me, and that's not a big deal because I do have some counters to this Tyranitar, like this Blastoise, which is my physical wall. And he goes for the Stone Edge here, and that's going to do a lot of damage to my Blastoise, considering the fact that my Blastoise is max HP and max defense. And I will hit this Tyranitar with a Surf, and that looks like it's going to be a 2-hit KO. And unluckily for me, he will be able to take me down with another move, and that's no big problem at all because I do have my Scarf Scyther just to revenge kill this Tyranitar. I go for the U-turn. That's easily going to take down this Tyranitar at this point. And I go into my Magmortar because Magmortar has a lot of variety of moves, so it can hit pretty much almost any type of Pokemon. And my opponent goes back into the Uxie, and because it's Scarf, it will outspeed my Scarfed Magmortar. And he does get the first turn Pair Hacks, which you will see will matter on later because I won't be able to kill this Uxie, and I'm pretty much gonna fodder my Absol. I want to fodder my Absol here because yeah, I just wanted to, and I wanted to Yeah, I totally forgot about the Sandstorm, so the Sandstorm's gonna take down my Absol, and I wanted to fodder my Absol because maybe he could hopefully wake up, but he doesn't wake up, and that kinda sucks, because now my last two Pokemon I have are both Scarfed, and I go into my Magmortar here, and he goes into this Venusaur again, and I thought that he would not go for the Earthquake, because he knows I do have that Scyther, so I was hoping that he would overpredict, maybe go for the Sleep Powder against my Magmortar, and that overprediction that I predicted him to overpredict was kinda costly, because now my Magmortar was dead, and now that was kinda surprising because a unstabbed Earthquake is able to KO that Magmortar, which is unfortunate because I thought I could live it. Maybe he got max damage or so. I'm not really sure, but. And now I see his last Pokemon is a Feraligatr. I'm hoping I can live an Ice Punch, so I go for the Aerial Ace here. That's going to be easy to a KO, and I see that he does have a Waterfall, and that shows me he doesn't have Ice Punch, and that's kind of weird, because without Ice Punch, Grass Pokemon will fully wall this Feraligatr. So he does have the Aqua Jet, which is kind of weird because he does have two Water-type moves, and you can see that if I did have my Venusaur at the end, I would have easily taken down this Feraligatr, but nevertheless, it was a good game, and my underused team did do pretty good against that overused team, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Peace.